Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to just do a short flow today. I just got back from the gym. I did back and some biceps, and so now that I'm back, I'm just going to kind of stretch everything out and just do a really short flow for you. And if you want to join along, then please join along and we'll get started. So start standing at the top of your mat. Really root down. Get all your little crumblies from your cats off the mat. Really root down through your feet, bend your knees. Focus on grounding all 10 toes, all 4 corners of your feet. Really, really nice and firm. And pull up through your shins, through your kneecaps, through the front of your legs. Straighten those legs and really feel that integrity, feel that rooting into the ground. Roll it up through your chest, open up your shoulders, and arms down by your side. This is mountain pose, if you don't know already. This is a good place to start any flow. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. 2 more. And once more. On the next inhale, we're going to root through those feet, bend the knees a little bit, and inhale your arms up and overhead. Go ahead and grab hold of your left wrist, inhale, and reach right over to your right side. You can put a little bend in your knees. Soften up, reach through, sway a bit. You can look up and open your chest, whatever you like. And inhale to the center and over to the other side. Back to the center. Inhale, interlace your hands and push your palms up to the ceiling or the sky if you're outside, lucky. You can give it a slight back bend if you wish. Keep your knees nice and soft. And on your exhale, let go and bend halfway. Hang here, take a few deep breaths. Deep inhale, we're gonna go halfway up. So you can bring your hands to your thighs, you can bring them to your shins, you can bring them to the floor if you want. And it's okay to keep a nice soft bend in your knee as long as your back is nice and straight. So I'm gonna come up here and exhale. We're gonna roll it up and inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Focus that integrity through your feet. And exhale, hands to heart. Deep inhale, circle arms overhead. And exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, plant your palms, and we're going to step back to plank. And kind of cycle through your feet, sway side to side. Move those hips, that's great. Now we're going to drop. You can either go through chaturanga if you're feeling super powerful right now, or you can just drop down to your knees. I'm gonna just drop down to my knees. Exhale, inhale, cobra. So the important thing is keeping your hands under your shoulders and your elbows squeezed in tight to your side. And exhale, lower it down. We're going to inhale back to child's pose. So the great thing about child's pose, especially on days you do chest and back or arms, whatever else, is it'll really open up your chest if you allow it. So you can walk your knees out and drop it down. And really walk your fingers forward, pulling on the shoulders, pulling on that back. Take a few deep breaths here. Good, now we're going to shift onto our hands and knees. Keep breathing the entire time. Deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can also drop into your Ujjayi breath if you like, the ocean breath. Sorry, my face is a sun right now, but it feels great. And we're going to do a few cycles of cat-cow. So drop that belly and inhale. Look up to the ceiling. Make sure that tailbone is high in the air. And exhale. Bring that belly button in. Drop your tailbone first and then roll through your head. Should be the last drop. And inhale, same thing. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to walk our hands out just a teeny bit. At half a handprint and tuck those toes and inhale, bring your hips up and back to downward dog. You can have your feet hip width apart. You can have them wider if you really want. Sometimes that feels good. You can really get into those hips, hamstrings. I'm a little bit of a narrow person usually. Hands should be right, parallel, perpendicular? Right out from your shoulders, because I'm not sure how to say that. And tailbone high into the air. If you need to, that means you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. I don't have my heels on the floor yet, so I keep my knees nice and bent. And we're going to walk up to our hands. Halfway up and exhale. And roll it on up. Inhale when you get to the top, arm circle overhead. And exhale, drop it down. Inhale. And exhale. Step it back to plank. Drop down. You can chaturanga. You can upward dog it. Whatever your heart desires. Make sure you really bring your shoulder blades in and back and drop them down when you pull up to the upward dog. You can keep it down low. Whatever you do, just make sure those shoulder blades are in together and down. Bring it up. And we're going to take a wide leg child's pose. And drop that forward. So we're going to move into puppy pose now. This will really help get into that chest, which I worked back today, but we'll get to that. Chest is always nice to stretch, especially when you work upper body, lower body, really all the time. So you want to move out of your child's pose, scooch those hips back a bit, however you feel, and drop it down. So the idea is have your booty in the air, buttocks, if you will, and you drop that head between those arms. You can bring your elbows up off the ground and provide a bit more stretch, or you can relax them. Just feel what feels great in your body today. I'm gonna walk forward to my hands and knees. I'm gonna do kind of the same idea. So, we're gonna start with our left arm. Take your left arm out to the side and thread it through. So our butt is up in the air, kind of like the puppy pose, but we're going to drop onto that left shoulder. You could keep your arm here for stability to kind of push you into the pose. Try not to crank it. Just breathe wherever it feels good to breathe. You can put your arm out in front of you. You can reach it over to the left a little bit. Really open. Whew, feels good today. And then if you really want, you can take this arm up behind you. You can wrap it around for a bind. Whatever feels great. I like it overhead today. Take a few deep breaths in this pose. And bring that that right hand right under your shoulder again. And press up to all fours. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale, arm out. And exhale underneath. Once again, hand can go here. You can go overhead. Up, behind, and go overhead and kind of crank it to the, not crank, excuse me, with more ease than that. I'm gonna pull it over. Your hips will want to pull to the left, so really try to keep them centered. If you look up at the ceiling, it'll open up that chest a little bit more. And back to the center. Send it back to narrow child's pose now. To relax our back, we'll bring our hands down to our sides and really just let that back open up. Stay here for as long as you'd like. When you're ready, we'll press ourselves up. You can stay, you can stay in this pose. You can come into hero pose, so knees stay together. And your butt drops right in between those heels. So you can put a block underneath you, you can put a pillow or a blanket, whatever you like. Sometimes it works really well to take your calves, especially if you're a weightlifter and you have a little more substantial calves, you're a little bit heavier. That's great, just roll those calves out to the side. And you can kind of pull in and up on your, on your thighs too. You can drop into that pose. I am going to stay all of my leg together, down through my ankles and toes. Sit up nice and tall, bring that core in, always try to keep that core engaged. You'll burn more calories, you'll just work on the integrity of your whole body and your alignment. And energetically speaking, it's so much easier to send energy from the base, from our root chakra, our first chakra, up through all of our chakras if we're in alignment. You have your hands up, you can have them resting on your thighs, whatever feels good. We're just going to end with a few deep breaths here at your own pace. In through your nose, and out through your mouth. Always remember to thank your guides, thank yourself for taking the time to do this practice, even if it's just 10 minutes like we just did. Let's breathe into that heart chakra, just open it up. When you're ready, circle your arms up and overhead on your inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Thank you for joining me today, if you did. This is kind of new to me, filming something like this, but I just really enjoyed that. I was at the gym today and I thought, you know, I'm gonna go home, going to do my short little stretching practice, and I might as well just bring everyone else along too. So thank you for joining me, and if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment letting me know what kind of other little flows, if you want some short flows. Like I said, I'm doing my teacher training right now, so this is an awesome practice for me. And if anyone likes to join, that'd be awesome. Thanks, have a wonderful day, and love you.